The Arizona Cardinals have arguably one of the worst rosters in the entire league, and they are probably going to lose one of their best players this offseason in Marquise Brown. So today, y'all see the title, we are going to be rebuilding this team with Marvin Harrison Jr. Now, we still have to get him in a second, but I'm just going to say this might be one of the hardest rebuilds in Madden. A lot of big problems with this team, and something else massive that really holds this team back on offense, which I will get to in a second. So buckle in for this one. This is going to be a long one, probably, but nothing the greatest coach of all time, Mikey McDingle, can't handle. But super quick, we've been doing really well with all the like goals lately, so let's see if we can hit just 2,000 likes on this rebuild, on this video. And if we do, it will let me know that y'all want to see another rookie rebuild. And the one coming up, I know the player I want to use. It's a quarterback that I haven't used yet for some reason. So 2,000 likes and I will do another rookie rebuild. And I would very much appreciate it. It really helps the channel grow. But be sure to subscribe for more. We are very close to 50K, speaking of the channel growing. Trying to hit 50K within the next week or so. So if you like Madden rebuilds, you're definitely in the right place. If you know anyone that enjoys Madden rebuilds, be sure to share it with them. And it'll make you an OG of the channel for when we inevitably hit 10 million subscribers, definitely. And massive shout out, this is going to be a tough one to find. Massive shout out to Sack Daddy McTackles. I can't believe I just had to say that name. A massive shout out for the suggestion. I couldn't find who suggested it first, so I just did the person who suggested it the most. But if you want to shout out, or if you just want to tell me to do some kind of rebuild, let me know down in the comments below. It helps me know what y'all want to see. Be sure to like any good suggestions you see. It'll help me know to do them too. Okay, long intro over, and let's get into this rebuild. Oh yeah, and one thing before we do get into this rebuild, the player I was referencing, the problem with this offense, in this game at least, is Mr. Kyler Murray. I think he's underrated in real life. I think he's way overhated. I think he's a good quarterback when healthy. In this game, I don't put this lightly when I say this. He might pound for pound be the worst player in this game. Just based off of like performance compared to how he does in real life. When healthy, he is so bad in this game. He's one of the few decent overall QBs I have seen have a negative touchdown to interception ratio. In real life, his numbers aren't like insane, but they are a million times better than they are in this game. This is actually a pretty damn good stat line. I honestly thought Kyler Murray had worse stats. I don't know where the hate comes from. Well, I do, the Call of Duty jokes, but that's way overblown. But alright, that's just the one thing I had to say before we get into this. Let's get into the offseason, and we'll have to see if we even want to bring anyone back at all, or if we're just pretty much going to start fresh with these free agents that are coming up. Okay, well, for re-signings, we are not going to be bringing Marquise Brown back. Maybe the Cardinals do, but it really doesn't seem like they will. Plus, he's not interested here, so that would be just hard to bring him back in general. We're going to be getting a new receiver. We'll pick up the 5th year for Oh, that's a pretty expensive 5th year. Maybe we won't pick that up. But we'll re-sign Greg Dortch. He's been good for this team. 4 years, 30 mil. That's pretty cheap. He takes it. Chris Barnes, if he was interested, then sure, but he isn't. Tristan Colon Castillo's been pretty good. We'll go like 3 years, 12 mil. Another really cheap deal for like a decent player. And then honestly, everyone else, I'm kind of good. Antonio Hamilton was decent, but he's 31. We'll get younger there. So let's get into free agency and we'll see what we want to do. I definitely want to try to address this D-line because it is terrible. It pound for pound might be the worst position group for any team in the NFL. Roy Lopez was decent this last year, but that's about it. Okay, well, pretty good free agent class. I don't know why I'm surprised by this, or I don't know why I didn't expect this, but there is nobody interested. Ooh, Leonard Williams is interested, actually. I mean, it's kind of our biggest need right now. We are able to get the lead for him. Yeah, we'll go for Leonard Williams. Why not? And then we'll probably draft one this year, and honestly, our D-line will be set. I'm fine with Lopez as the nose tackle. Ooh, Frankie Louvu. I do get him a decent amount in rebuilds. Well, not really. If we get him, we'll play him as a pass rusher. That's where I think he's much better. And you know, Jonathan Gannon has worked with players like Hassan Reddick, who ironically originally played for the Cardinals. He's a similar player to Frankie Louvu. That's a long deal. I don't know if I want to do that, but maybe 3 years, 35 mil. And I want a corner. I don't know if I want any of these corners, honestly. Okay, corner will also be something we need to draft. So receiver, D-line, and corner. Not many players we're going after in free agency, but a couple pretty important defensive guys in Leonard Williams and Frankie Louvu. Let's see if we can get these two. And it looks like we don't get Leonard Williams despite having the lead and having very high high player interest on. I love this game. It's not like the offers take literally everything into account or anything. That's great. I love this game. Never change. All right, Grover Stewart might be a little redundant with Roy Lopez, but I don't, well, not really redundant. They're not identical, but I guess we'll go for him. He is a lot more expensive for some reason. Also, now I'm not sure if we'll get Frankie Louvu, so I will up it to like a long deal, even though I don't really want to. So let's see if we can get these two players. Okay, we get Grover Stewart. Frankie Louvu still hasn't signed. Does he want to now? And he does. Okay, cool. It could have been better. Leonard Williams is pretty good in this game and was a lot cheaper. Did he sign a 1-year deal to go play for the Commanders? I mean, I know we're the Cardinals, but really? I hate it here. Let's get to the draft. But here in the draft, I don't know what happened to the draft order. I tried to get it right. It isn't, though. Where are the Titans? Where did they come from? Okay, here's the thing. The Madden CPU hates quarterbacks when they actually need them and loves to take them when they already have like a 90 overall quarterback. So like none of these top teams usually pick a QB, and they usually favor players of other positions. And I'm worried Marvin Harrison Jr. is gonna get taken. If he does, I'll just force trade him to us. I'll pick a different player. I'll pick like a QB or something the other team actually needs and then steal Marvin Harrison Jr. He's probably gonna go number 1 right here, honestly. If he does, I'll make it work. Also, I don't certified Madden moment. I can't put Caleb Williams as my number 1 QB. It's a long story, but this game's great. There are no problems with it. I just like choke. That felt great. But yeah, I'm expecting Marvin Harrison Jr. to go number 1 here. What the Excuse me? Jared Verse. We're going Jared Verse at number 1 overall. Okay. I mean, no. Maybe at number 9 for the Bears in real life. Not at number 1. What are the Patriots gonna do? Brock Bowers. Yeah, they don't need quarterback at all. What are the Titans gonna do? They'll go with the quarterback. Watch. Okay, well, if it was Caleb Williams, then yeah, I probably would too. But never change, Madden. Never change. Well, we get Marvin Harrison Jr. What an interesting start to this rebuild. Hidden Dev, one of the best wide receiver prospects in recent memory. We'll take it. Oh yeah, wait. Okay, I'm gonna need to trade this pick down. I tried to get the draft order right. I messed something up. I forgot we have a second first-round pick. Okay, well, we now have pick 27. The Steelers go Jackson Powers Johnson. That's could happen. Kool-Aid McKinstry's still here. I like Kool-Aid McKinstry. Here's the thing with him. I have bad experiences with him because for a while he was mocked in the top 10 and I took him in the top 10 in a rebuild, and now people are seeing that and being like, what the fuck were you doing? I'm like, he was mocked in the top 10 for a while. I was just doing what was mocked, all right? It was also for a team that didn't need a corner, but I acknowledged that, but I can't expect people to listen to me. I don't know. We'll take him here though. I mean, this is kind of his range in real life. I've also seen him mocked in like the second now. I think that's crazy. I've been seeing people say he's like only name and isn't actually a good player. Again, I think you're crazy. I think he is good. Quinion Mitchell's still here. I think he's gonna go way higher than 27. Honestly, I think he's really good. So let's go with Kool-Aid McKinstry. Another hidden dev. I'm glad I remembered to give him hidden dev because for a while he was just normal and it was disappointing to take him. But we'll take that. And now let's see, round 2. Let's go with another D lineman. I know we did just sign one. Oh God, I just got reminded of something else. When I took Kool-Aid McKinstry, people were like, you just re-signed the other corner. Why would you go and spend a high draft pick on another like there aren't 2 corners on the field? Or well, at least 2. 2 outside corners, I mean. Which I guess is kind of a fair point, but also I'm in your walls. But let's see, should we go Darius Robinson here? I'm not the biggest Darius Robinson fan, but he is good. I mean, I like him. I just don't understand the first round hype I've been seeing. Kind of a weird player, but he's kind of similar to, I guess, Zach Allen. I mean, I think even Zach Allen was a defensive end in college like Darius Robinson, and then moved to a 3-4 defensive end from like a 4-3 defensive end. The thing is, I don't know if the Cardinals would do that in real life, maybe. Well, yeah, it is obviously a new coaching staff now, but we'll still take Darius Robinson. Hidden dev sounds good. Weird start to this rebuild. Weird draft so far. And let's see, what else do we need? If we're going need, we might also need another corner. Kalen King, he's interesting. Was really good a couple years ago. Was pretty bad this last year. Should we take Chris Abrams-Drain and just make the Missouri defense? I really like Chris Abrams-Drain. This would be a weird pick. I feel like we should take an O-lineman. I'm gonna stay away from another corner, even though it is still a need. Christian Haynes, I've taken him in a rebuild. Should I go with Christian Mahogany again? He commented on my video the last time I took him. I don't know if he would have a role, though. Let's go with Cedric Van Pran. I don't know where he's gonna go in real life, but we will need a center probably pretty soon. Froholt is pretty good, but he's not super young, I don't think. So we'll go with Cedric Van Pran as the last pick I'm gonna show. Another hidden dev. I think I gave a lot of hidden devs in these draft classes, though, so we'll take that. But I'll make maybe a couple more picks, and I will see y'all for the draft recap. Okay, well, here is how we did in the draft. Honestly, even though I have overalls lower in this draft class for most players, or, well, I guess all players, I just mean, like, for this draft class, they're lower overalls than the usual draft classes I use, like the Madden-generated ones. This kind of looks more like a Madden-generated draft class, at least with the first pick. Marvin Harrison is an 83. I think he is very good. So we'll see how he does. Kool-Aid McKinstry's a 76. Darius Robinson, I thought I had it a 72, honestly. He's only a 70, so that pick doesn't look great, but again, hidden dev, so we'll see. I still think it's worth it. Same with Cedric Van Pran. I thought I had him a little higher, but only a 68. Chris Abrams-Drain, like I said, I like him a lot. I have him at a 73. I did end up taking him. We also got Tommy Eichenberg. I know we just signed Frankie Louvu, but we're gonna play him at edge a good amount of the time, so we're gonna need someone to fill in when he is at edge. He'll kind of rotate between middle linebacker and edge. How many times can I say edge? So yeah, Tommy Eichenberg will be that guy. We also got Theo Johnson, Ricky Pearsall, Josh Proctor, some pretty good picks. Just kind of some guys that fell a little bit, or I guess could go around that range, like Proctor. We'll see. I mean, I guess anyone could go anywhere. That's the fun of the draft. Anything that you think could happen probably won't, because nobody really knows what the teams are thinking. But let's get into year one of this rebuild. We had a million picks. This took me like 2 hours to get this first year done. But let's get into year one, and we will see how the team's looking. But here's a look at the team heading into year one. We're honestly pretty good. There's still definitely problems with this team, obviously. I maybe should have gone heavier for O-line in the draft, because I don't know what they're going to do with DJ Humphries. Is he like a cut candidate? I feel like I saw that he is. I don't know, though. That's the only thing I would have done differently in the draft, but everything else I feel good about. This team looks nice. The defense is pretty revamped. 2 new corners, 2 new D linemen, a new linebacker. We're looking good. Now, I don't think we'll do well in Madden Simulation this year. It's hard to do well even with an amazing team, but maybe we could because we don't have a good team. We'll see. Well, it's not bad, but an 80 overall definitely isn't elite. We'll say that. But let's get into year one. Let's get to the midseason point, and we will see how we're doing. I'm stupid. I just didn't think to show it, but Zaven Collins just got 10,000 XP for a camp standout. Only 1 upgrade, but we'll still take it. Okay, wow. I was prepared to say the Zaven Collins breakout, I guess, was the only positive of this season so far, but we're 4-3 at the midseason. Now, we're coming off of a 6-3 win against the Rams, so our offense isn't doing great, but our defense, number 2 for points allowed per game. We'll take that. I didn't think we would be good, though, because we got beat by, we started out 0-3, and we're on a 4-game win streak. Okay, I only saw this game. If I would have seen this, I would think we would be 0-7 at the midseason, but we smoked the Commanders. We smoked the 49ers. We beat the Dolphins in a low-scoring game, and we beat the Rams in a very low-scoring game. Not even 10 total points. That's depressing. That's like the Panthers and Falcons game last year where it was 9-0, or was it Buccaneers? It might have been Bucks. I don't know. It was a division rival. But yeah, we're doing better than we should be doing. But Marvin Harrison Jr. gets an upgrade. He obviously has superstar X Factor. I guess that's not super obvious, but I think he deserves it. I'm talking him up so much, he is for sure gonna be a bust. I'm sorry. I'm a masterful jinxer. But we have some re-signings to worry about, 21 of them. Ooh, and some pretty important ones. We have Buda Baker, Zaven Collins, James Conner. That's about it for important ones. Will Hernandez I probably want back. He's really cheap. Froholt, we'll just move Cedric Van Pran to center. Or I guess we could put Tristan Clone Castillo there. We have a lot of guard center versatile players. Unfortunately, Buda Baker isn't interested, but we'll offer him 6 years, 130 mil, and he does take it. That is a very expensive deal. I think that makes him the highest paid safety in the league, because it's what, like 21.5 mil per year, something like that. I like Buda Baker. I don't know if he's quite worth that, but he's good. I guess I shouldn't say bad things about a team I'm rebuilding, because I know a lot of fans of that team are going to be watching, but he's good. We'll offer Zaven Collins 5 years, 38.5 mil. I pressed A too quick. Apparently he re-signed. James Conner was very good for the Cardinals this last year, but he is pretty good in simulation. I'm actually kind of surprised. He's not the best, but he's pretty good. He's already 29 though, and I don't know if I want to pay a 29-year-old running back. He is cheap. Yeah, I'm fine with this. 3 years, 21 mil. Okay, or not. And then everyone else, I'm good on for now. Actually, Will Hernandez, we can go 3 years, 18. That's still super cheap. He takes it. I think that might have been the deal he signed with the Cardinals. No, it might have been more. I don't know. But let's get to the end of the season and we will see how we finish. Hopefully good, but we might have a little bit of a choke job this year. Although, I don't know, our stats are pretty good. We'll just have to see. Ooh, wow, big shocker there. The Dolphins are releasing Xavier Howard. Who would have guessed? He was really good for like 1 year, but he's been kind of ass lately. Same with Emmanuel Ogbah, who they cut, but he's just not a good scheme fit there anymore. I still think he could be good for like the Patriots or something. Oh boy. All right, well, in year one, I would normally be happy about going 12-5, but why can't we go 12-5 when we actually have a good team? Like, I hate to complain about doing well, but I would be happier if we were like not great right now and became good as our roster got better. It's gonna work in the opposite way. I don't know why why did I do that? I'm gonna have to redo the depth chart now, but I know how it's gonna work. We're gonna start this year good, like this year was good, and this will be our best year, even if we get like one of the best rosters in the league. Let's see, we're what, an 81 overall, I think it said? I mean, yeah, we're one of the worst rosters in the league still. There are like 88 overall teams. Who knows, maybe we'll still be good when we have an actual good team. I know we won't, but hopefully we're good. Kyler Murray was actually a lot better than I've seen him do before. 3,900 yards, 23 touchdowns, only 9 picks. Good season from him for sure. James Conner, 1,000 yards, only 4 per carry, which is fine. I think he had like 5 point something yards per carry this year. I might just be lying. That might not be true at all, but I'm pretty sure he did. Only 5 rushing touchdowns though, which is kind of surprising. Was Day Mercado our goal line back? Okay, whatever. But Marvin Harrison, almost 1,000 yards as a rookie, 7 touchdowns. Greg Dortch, 900 yards, 5 touchdowns. I like him in real life, but I wish he didn't get so many touches here, so many catches. I kind of wish that went to either of the other 2 receivers because they're a lot more developable than someone who's 26 with a normal dev. Also, is he really only 26? Yeah, he's been around for 6 years. I was gonna say, I feel like he's been around for my entire lifetime. Was he like a 19-year-old rookie, or like 19 years old during the draft and then 20 as a rookie? Because 6 years experience, only 26. That's something. But Michael Wilson was okay, not many touchdowns. Trey McBride didn't do a whole lot. He's a big breakout candidate coming up this year, by the way. I liked him a lot coming out of Colorado State. He was really good this year for the Cardinals. I think he'll be good. Sorry, Cardinals fans, for the incoming injury, probably. Sorry, Trey McBride. My fault. The O-line held up very well, shockingly. It was not a very good overall offensive line, but we'll take it. Kaiser White led the team with only 95 tackles, which is kind of a good thing to not have a ton of tackles. TFLs, 14 for Collins, 12 for Robinson as a rookie, who was very good as a rookie, 11 for White, 10 for Stills, and sacks, 9 for Zaven Collins led the team. Again, another player I don't normally see do well in this game, but 9 sacks, we'll take that. Darius Robinson, 8.5 sacks, could be up there for Defensive Rookie of the Year, we'll see, but not much outside of those 2. BJ Ojulari was really underwhelming. Played over 600 snaps and only got 2 sacks. That's not great. But Kool-Aid McKinstry led the team with 3 picks, 2 for Luvu, 1 for White, Baker, Thompson, and Williams. I'm going to change some things. I wanted Frankie Luvu to be more of a pass rusher, not a cover linebacker. I tried to make him more of a pass rusher. Should I just move him to straight edge? There I go saying edge again. I guess maybe I should. We'll see. But MVP goes to Patrick Mahomes. Big shocker there. Caleb Williams on the Titans. That's weird. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Dak Prescott. Big shocker there. Jonathan Mingo up there. That's something. Defensive Player of the Year goes to division rival Aaron Donald. Chop Robinson up there as a rookie for the Vikings, that's possible. That could happen. I think the Vikings will trade up, no, where are they picking? Why was I thinking they pick in the 20s? They pick in like 11, 13, something like that. So I don't think they'll get Chop Robinson actually, unless maybe if he falls to like the 2nd round, but we'll see. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Marvin Harrison Jr. though. That's kind of surprising. I mean, he was pretty good as a rookie, but in real life as a rookie, he could go absolutely insane. We'll see. I'm hyping him. I'm sorry. I'm hyping him up too much. I know what's going to happen. And yeah, Chop Robinson wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Darius Robinson at number 2. We get cucked. It always has to happen in rebuilds. At least it's not a division rival winning it, but we're at number 2. Kool-Aid McKinstry at number 4. Some interesting players up here. Bo Braid. I guess that's the only really weird one, but still. But we have a first of many scenario here. We do not deserve to be in the playoffs. We don't. Let's just pretend we had this season later on in the rebuild when we actually have a good roster, because like I said, I know what's gonna happen when we actually have a good roster. But we'll go play it cool. Y'all know me. I don't think we're gonna win this game. The Falcons are kind of busted in this game a lot of the time, at least when they're in the playoffs. Regular season, they're not great sometimes, but if they get to the playoffs, they're almost unstoppable. Well, not unstoppable, but they're really good. And yeah, like I said, we lose 20-17, but that's fine. They were 3 overall better than us. I'm fine with that. It's never great to be fine with a loss, but I don't need to repeat myself. Y'all know why. But let's get into this offseason, and this year, assuming they're good free agents, we could go crazy this year. We'll see. We have a Super Bowl rematch of very, very, very high-scoring game. The Chiefs win 45-38. What's the most high-scoring Super Bowl ever? Or the highest scoring, I guess I should say. I feel like I knew that at one point. Okay, so this beats it by, like, a lot. The 49ers beat the Chargers in Super Bowl... What's XXIX? Is that 29? I think that's 29, right? I don't know, but the 49ers beat the Chargers 49-26 in Super Bowl 29, I think. So this beats it. That was a total of 75. This is a total of 83, I think, and it's 2 teams with pretty good defenses, so hey, I guess you never know. But we have an upgrade for Marvin Harrison. Obviously no dev trait gained, can't gain a dev trait for a Rookie of the Year because he's already X Factor, but we'll take the XP. Already playing up to a 90 overall with morale. That's crazy. But let's see who else we still have to re-sign. James Conner regressed a little bit, which makes sense. He was good. I kind of want to get younger there. I do. We'll see. We definitely could bring him back if there isn't a better running back available. We'll just have to see. Everyone else, though, is mostly just depth or, like, not the best starter in the world. Dennis Gardeck is good in real life. It's just he's, again, 31 here and doesn't really get much playing time. But let's see who's available in free agency. Again, hopefully, I guess last year's free agent class was good, just nobody was interested. Hopefully, players are interested this year. Oh, should we go for Nick Chubb? I feel like that's super unrealistic, but in this world, he hit free agency, and we don't happen to have a running back right now. Okay, I don't really know what else to do. We could go for Trey Smith, but he isn't interested. So again, well, he doesn't have that many teams too interested in him, so we'll go for him. There isn't really a receiver I'm too interested in either. Yeah, sure, we'll go for Nick Chubb. Again, realistic, I don't know, but he's here. I don't think we'll get him. We can't really beat the Patriots out, and, you know, based off last year, apparently players just don't like us. Really, this is just a developmental team, though. I know I said we would go crazy in free agency if there were players here, but I don't know. A lot of the players at positions of need are older. Oh, we do still kind of need a linebacker if we're gonna play Luvu as an edge, so we'll do that. How are we feeling about JOK? Another guy that's not interested, but we do get a lead for him. He's pretty damn expensive, but I don't know how worried I am about the cap space. I feel like we can get out of it. And Bobby Brown, sure, why not? All right, we're gonna be pretty big spenders this offseason. We are gonna go pretty hard in free agency. We're gonna go for Nick Chubb, JOK, Trey Smith, and then Jake Elliott and Bobby Brown. I want Nick Chubb. I feel like he's not going to sign, though. I have that feeling. Okay, that does give us the lead if we up it. It's not a great deal for a running back, though. I mean, see, this is where it's hard to be realistic. If this was real life, I wouldn't go for Nick Chubb, I don't think, because of the injuries, because he's older and he's expensive. I would just draft a running back, but drafted running backs in this game, even if they're a good overall, play like shit. They are so bad. I mean, there are exceptions, but even then, they're not, like, amazing, unless they start out pretty good and then develop a ton. I don't know. I'm just yapping. Let's see if we can sign these players. Literally everybody signs, and do we get them? Okay. We don't get JOK, which is kind of surprising, but we get Nick Chubb, Trey Smith, Jake Elliott, and Bobby Brown. Let's look for another linebacker. CJ Mosley, I mean, he's 33. The man's gonna die soon. That's disrespectful, I'm sorry, but like, how about, who's cheaper? Tavai? Yeah, Tavai's cheaper. We'll go for Jelani Tavai. I don't know why, I don't know how I just went team friendly. That's still does give us the lead, though. We'll go 4 years, 47 mil, which is a lot cheaper than the JOK deal. That was like 5 years, 100 mil. I don't remember what it was. It was something like that, though. But let's see if we can sign Jelani Tavai. He's been pretty good for the Patriots, and he does sign. Cool. Now let's get to the draft. Oh, that was weird. It showed, for a split second, it showed the Texans logo right where the Browns logo is, but with the orange background still. I thought I like went colorblind for a second, but we pick all the way back at number 22, of course, because we did well this year, undeservingly. But let's see what we want to do. I don't know what we want to do. I kind of wanted a receiver, but none of these guys look great. Actually, Richard Kelly looks pretty good. Good speed, elite excel, elite agility, A deep route, hopefully A awareness. I just don't like the catching in the short route, and his medium route isn't that good. He probably is a good player, though. We also still kind of need a linebacker. I'm not going to take that at number 1, but we might go with like Max. Well, he's not a very good tackler, but maybe Mark Fells, Randall Conley later, maybe Oscar Bishop. He might be good. There are some good looking linebackers, even Matt Seymour. Okay, we'll do that a little later. I am not sure what I want to do here. I don't even know if we have like a biggest need anymore. We just have a lot of like, we kind of need this position, but also it's not the end of the world if we don't add someone there. Jabril Byers looks really good. I'm always disappointed whenever I take D linemen, but he looks good. They're always way lower than I expect, a way lower overall, but he could be pretty good. Leon Nix is interesting. Oh, he's a 4-3 D end. Yeah. Matt Pemberton, he also looks good. I don't know why I'm looking at D linemen. We really don't need D line anymore. Well, maybe. I don't know. We drafted so many players last year that we kind of just don't need any draft picks anymore. This might be a trade down situation. Ooh, what's your speed? Matthew Crawford. Oh, I might have found our pick. We definitely don't need safety, but if we can find someone that looks that good, we might have to take him. He's only 21 years old. Elite speed, only good acceleration, but that's fine. It's better than it being decent. Elite change of direction, A awareness, A man, at least B pursuit, hopefully A tackle, but it might be a C. Hopefully it's a B at least, and probably B player ec, but it could be A. This guy looks pretty damn good. I don't know if he's quite like an 80 overall. If he was, he would probably have like A pursuit for sure and B zone coverage and something like that, but he might be like a 77, 78. I don't have a good feeling about him for some reason, but he looks really good. So let's take him. Hidden dev, 93 speed, 91 excel. Okay, yeah, he looks good. I don't know what we're gonna do with him. Maybe slot corner. God, the bright orange screen flash is back. Great. I hate that. But let's see. Let's go with ooh. Okay, maybe I'm glad we didn't go with Richard Kelly in the first round because he's still available. I think he'll still be good, but now I'm a little less sure. There isn't really a great looking receiver though. I focus scouted this guy. He has F deep route though. Oh, he is slow. Okay. He has elite acceleration though. He actually is probably pretty good despite having bad speed, because he doesn't actually have bad speed. He has decent speed and elite acceleration. I don't know how you have decent speed and elite acceleration running a 4.59 at the combine, but that's a certified EA moment there. I'm not going to take Kerry Lynch yet, but if he's still available later, take him, I guess. I don't know. He looks good, not great. Let's go with Richard Kelly. Could be bad, honestly, but we'll take him. He has hidden dev, 92 speed, 96 excel, 95 agility. Okay, I think he's pretty good. And let's maybe go with a linebacker. We're either going to go linebacker or D-line here. What's Randall Conley's speed? Words are hard for me today. I don't know why. I just can't speak. He looks good. His combine wasn't the best, though. He wasn't great at anything at the combine. Well, none of his ratings are great. Mark Fells has great speed, apparently, even though he's slower than Randall Conley. Okay, sure. Thanks, EA. Great strength, elite jumping. He actually looks really good. Well, the pursuit isn't great. I don't know. I do kind of like Max Austin, even though he isn't very strong. He has like legitimate, really good speed and A awareness, A zone coverage. The tackle isn't the best, but I think he's my favorite. I always look for just speed and awareness at middle linebacker. There are other things that are important, but those are the main things I look for. Noah Toon looks good, but he has bad pursuit, so he's probably decent though. Okay, I think we are gonna go with Max Austin. Austin. This could be a bad pick the more I look at him, because he could be a really, really terrible run defender if he only has C pursuit. Let's just hope it's an A. Normal dev. I thought for sure he would have hidden. Okay, I don't think that's a great pick. I was banking on him having hidden. That's tough. But I might make 1 or 2 more picks, and I will see y'all again for the draft recap. Okay, here's how we did in the draft. It was better than I expected. Matthew Crawford is an 80 overall. He's a very good player. Again, the only question is where are we gonna play him? But again, I'm thinking slot corner. What's his change of direction? I can't see. Or is it here? No, I don't see it. We'll figure it out. It doesn't really matter. I just want to be kind of realistic. I guess he is a man safety, so it's probably pretty good. But yeah, he looks like a really good player. Richard Kelly is a 75 hidden dev. That's about what I expected there. That's good value. And then Max Austin, I wish he had a dev trait because he is a pretty good overall at a 73. Just, again, no dev trait. And I made these 3 picks. They weren't great. LaShawn Nix is a 69 at defensive tackle. Nice. But, I mean, that's probably fine value for the late 4th. I don't know. Sherrills is only a 66 at middle linebacker. He at least has a dev trait, but what's he missing? I guess his awareness isn't that good and his pursuit isn't great. Okay, whatever. And then I thought Isaac Miller would be better. He had good bench reps. He had a pass block, but he's a really bad run blocker, so I don't know. And then the CPU picked Joshua Drake. Does he have a dev trait? No. Either way, good draft. I want to see where Crawford ranks in the draft in terms of overall. Wow, he's not even top 5. He's number 6 though, so that's good value. This center though, Dustin Durbin. I hate that name, but is a very good player. There were some good QBs too. The Vikings got one. Jake Edwards, he's an 82. Mitchell Altman to the Rams, of course, a division rival, is an 81. There was a 79 overall QB to the Dolphins. There was a 78 overall QB to the... This was a good QB class. Damn. This is like one of the best QB classes I've seen. That's crazy. But let's get into year 2 and we will see how the team's looking. Ooh, and you know what? I'm glad I remembered, but question of the day. What's a good one? I always struggle coming up with questions of the day. Here's a controversial one. What is your least favorite team in the NFL? Let me know that down in the comments. As a Seahawks fan, it is my obligation to choose the 49ers as my least favorite. I don't particularly care for their fan base for the most part. I mean, if you're a 49ers fan and you're watching this, I mean, you're the exception. You're amazing and I appreciate you. Just if I'm thinking the fan base that says the most insane out-of-pocket shit, it might be the 49ers. I guess the Eagles are probably up there too. I guess they're kind of known for that. Just depends. The 49ers are definitely my pick though. Let me know your least favorite NFL team. Again, I apologize 49ers fans. If you're listening to this, you're the exception because you're watching me, of course. But here's a look at the team heading into year 2. We are looking very good, 83 overall, which isn't great. I'm kind of surprised we are only an 83 though. Well, I guess. Our O-line isn't the best overall. Our team just kind of feels better than their overall though. And they have been performing better than their overalls. So I think we're looking pretty good. I mean, Kyler Murray, Nick Chubb backfield with Marvin Harrison Jr. as the wide receiver 1. That's a great trio right there. And the defense is also looking very nice. I've drafted about 1 million corners in this rebuild already. Or well, by 1 million, I mean 3. But hopefully Crawford can do well as a rookie. He might only have star dev, honestly. Oh, well, I don't know. He went down to a 79 when I moved him to corner, which was a little surprising, but not really. And he's already almost gotten 2 upgrade points, so maybe he is better than star. We'll see. I wouldn't bank on it, though. But yeah, team's looking good. Quite a few new starters this year. Crawford, Tavai, Austin, Luvu, Trey Smith, Kelly, Chubb. Like, we added a lot of players to this team in the offseason. But let's get to the midseason point of year 2, and let's see how we're doing. Surely we won't do 1 million times worse than last year, right? We have a better team. We should do better. Okay, no, we're doing about the same as last year. We're 3-3. Our defense is like a lot worse though, at least in terms of takeaways and sacks for some reason. I don't know why our sacks are so down. Pause. I thought it would be better with better players. Oh my. All of our sacks are coming from the interior D-line. We have Frankie Luvu as an outside linebacker with 1 sack, and that's it. Zaven Collins has 0, and yeah, nobody else has 1. I want to get BJ Ojulari more playing time. I mean, if everyone else is doing terrible, we might as well try to develop the younger guy. So fuck Zaven Collins. I know we just paid him, but if he's going to play bad, we're going to bench him. But we have some re-signings. Jalen Thompson will bring back Trey McBride. We're kind of low on money, but we can get out of a pretty insane amount of money, I think. Jalen Thompson will offer 4 years, 50 mil. He takes it, and I don't think we'll be able to re-sign Trey McBride yet. Almost. But at the end of the year, we'll bring him back. Everyone else is just a bunch of backups for the most part. DJ Humphries, he's actually been playing pretty well. That's the thing, but this year he isn't off to a great start. We'll see. We'll see how he finishes. He is 31, though. We might look for a different player. We could put Paris Johnson at left tackle, maybe. But again, let's get to the end of the year. God, why is it that whenever I focus scout interior O-line, it's all three are the weakest position in the class? Why? Just why? But let's get to the end of the year, and we'll see what happens. Okay, well, actually, before I reveal how we did in year number 2, I'm gonna be annoying. Be sure to like the video if you haven't already. I would very much appreciate it. It helps the channel grow, like I said, and again, if we hit just 2,000 likes, which we've been pretty easily hitting lately, I will do another realistic, upcoming prospect-themed rebuild. And again, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Maybe you don't even realize you're not subscribed. I see a lot of comments that are like, I thought I was subscribed for the longest time and I didn't realize I wasn't. Or just be sure to subscribe. I would appreciate it. And again, let me know what team I should do next, or any fun rebuild ideas y'all have. But anyways, I see Matthew Crawford has X Factor. Okay, that was definitely a good pick. I think he was our only good dev trait, unfortunately. I think all the rest were star. Or well, I guess we only had 2 other hidden, right? We had Cheryl's and then Kelly. Kelly only has star. Cheryl's probably only has star. But hey, we'll take an X Factor when we can get one. And surprisingly, in year number 2, we actually made the playoffs again. We went 10-7. Our defense was kind of terrible this year, despite getting much better on paper, thanks EA, but our offense was really good. Now, next year, when our offense is terrible, hopefully our defense can be good again. We'll see. I don't know. Let's check out our season stats, though. That's not season stats. Kyler Murray, 4,200 yards, 28 touchdowns, 10 picks, 71% completion percentage. He was really good this year. I did give him traits. Maybe that's cheating. I don't know, but I don't feel like he deserves to play as terribly as he does in this game. When healthy, he plays more like this than he does in the game, so I think this is fair. It's not like he's insane either. He's good for sure this year, but it wasn't like like some of the other quarterback seasons here, like this one. 4,800 yards, I wish someone loved me as much as the EA devs love Dak Prescott. I just wish. But Nick Chubb, 1,200 yards, 5.5 per carry, and 18 touchdowns. He was really good. Antonio Gibson, for some reason, had 11 rushing touchdowns. He also had a pretty good amount of carries. Okay, I mean, I wish those just went to Nick Chubb, but okay. Ooh, Michael Wilson, almost 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns, 1,100 for Marvin Harrison, 10 touchdowns. I wish the production went to Marvin Harrison instead of Michael Wilson, but I do like Michael Wilson a lot. I liked that pick a lot when they made it, and he was good his rookie year. Richard Kelly didn't do a whole lot, though. Trey McBride, still not a whole lot of production. Okay, I'm glad we're going to be getting rid of DJ Humphries. 16 sacks allowed. Yikes. The rest of the line was really, really good, though. And then on defense, Jelani Tavai, 126 tackles. Tackles for loss, 13 for Robinson, 11 for Stewart, 10 for Luvu. And sacks, okay. 10 for Robinson, which is really nice. That's cool. 7 for Luvu, that's not bad. 3.5 for Stewart. 1.5 for Buda Baker is 4th. Zaven Collins got half of a sack in 750 snaps after getting 9 last year. Thanks, EA. Very cool. BJ Ojulari had 0 sacks in probably like 400 snaps. Oh, 600. Again, thanks, EA. That's realistic. Huh. All right, cool. Kool-Aid McKinstry led the team with 4 picks, 3 for Crawford, 2 for Baker, Tavai, and Chris Abrams-Drain, and then 1 for Thompson. Lots of interceptions, not so much for the sacks, though. Jake Edwards, as a rookie, wins MVP for the Vikings. Understandable. Noah Fant up there for Offensive Player of the Year on the Titans. What the? This is an interesting simulation. Offensive Player of the Year for the NFC goes to CeeDee Lamb, though. Nick Chubb at number 9. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Micah Parsons, the usual. No Cardinals, big shocker. Offensive Rookie of the Year, unsurprisingly, goes to Jake Edwards. Kelly at number 7. And Defensive Rookie of the Year, we get cucked again. We don't really need it because Crawford already has X Factor, but it's still annoying. Philip Morris wins it for the Bears. Crawford at 2. It is what it is. I want to see what Noah Fant did, though. It's weird to see tight ends up there in general. It's even weirder to see one for the Titans, though. He had 19 receiving touchdowns and 1,000 yards. They had 3 1,000-yard receivers. Damn. But of course, we are in the playoffs at 10-7. We're going to be facing Jonathan Gannon's old team, but who's Jonathan Gannon? All I know is Mikey McDingle is the head coach here. Jonathan Gannon doesn't exist in this world, for all I'm concerned. He was never born. Also, A.J. Brown only had 800 yards this year. One of my least favorite things about this game is just how little certain players produce, despite being like a great overall. I don't know. But let's simulate this game and we will see what happens. Yeah, that's tough. That was a winnable game. I mean, we were only 1 overall worse than them, or were they an 84 too? I think they were an 85, but we do unfortunately lose another playoff game. Ooh, Mikey McDingle extended 3 years, $5 million. Let's go. But again, let's get into the offseason, and I don't think we're even going to make too many changes to the roster. We'll need a new left tackle, or maybe a right tackle, depending on if we do want to move Paris Johnson over, and I don't know. We'll just see what else we want to add. Oh, and let's see if we hit any dev-ups. I didn't think the Titans would become such a great team in this franchise. I mean, they did somehow get Caleb Williams, but they take down the overpowered Cowboys 24-21 in the Super Bowl, which I guess is on brand for the Cowboys. I guess on brand is them not making the Super Bowl, but they don't win one here. And let's see if we did hit any dev increases. None on offense, and Kool-Aid McKinstry went up to superstar. That's one that I was thinking would happen. And then I think that's it, unless I'm blind. I think that was it. No dev trait for Luvu, unfortunately. If I could change dev traits outside of franchise, though, I definitely would give him star dev. He's pretty good. Just you can't do that for some reason. I mean, I know you can do it in franchise, but that's not what I'm saying. Outside of franchise. But let's see if there's anyone we want to re-sign. I know there's Trey McBride, but he might be the only one. We do have a little more money now for some reason, which is cool. We'll take that. I guess maybe the cap expanded for the league, which apparently it expanded 30 mil in real life, which is insane. We'll offer McBride 6 years, 71 mil, and he takes it. We'll pick up the 5th year for Paris Johnson, and I think that's it. I mean, there are some good backups here, but not really anyone I'm dying to have back. We can just replace them somehow. It'll give us something to add in the offseason. So let's get into free agency. Let's restructure some deals, and we'll see what we can do. Can I restructure deals? I think we can. Kyler's, oh, okay, that feels a little cheesy, but that'll save us 27.6 mil. And I'll keep going through here, and we'll see how many we can restructure, or how much we can free up. Okay, well, we were able to free up. I don't remember how much we started with, honestly, like 5 mil or something, or maybe we had more, but now we're up to 70.5 mil, and we're gonna be doing things in free agency, or at least we're gonna try to. These are the 3 players we're gonna start with. I don't know if we're gonna get any of them. I think at best we'll get one of these players, but I just don't know which one it's gonna be. It just so happens that every single year, the players I want to go for are always not interested in the team, so that's great. But we're going for Christian Darrisaw to be our new left tackle, which would be kind of crazy. We're also going to go for Justin Matabuike and Ivan Pace, or Ivan Pace. I don't know. I've heard it pronounced Ivan Pace. I've heard it pronounced both ways. I don't know. All I know is that was one of my better draft calls, that he would be good as a rookie despite being a UDFA, and he was definitely good as a rookie. I thought it was insane he went undrafted. But let's see if we can sign these 3 players. My guess is we will Pace, and that's it. No, we get Matabuike, and that's it. Okay. Darrisaw goes to the Colts, and Pace goes to the Buccaneers. Cool. Well, there isn't really another linebacker I want, honestly. Justin Reed has X Factor? What the fuck? What happened? I mean, he's been getting picks, but X Factor? That's crazy. We definitely don't need another secondary member. We still need tackle, though. Ronnie Stanley's here. God, I get Ronnie Stanley so much in rebuilds. I almost just don't want to. Trent Brown. Ugh. Okay, this last year he was good, but I don't know. I said Kyler Murray is like pound for pound one of the worst players in this game. Charles Cross wasn't too bad this last year, but yeah, 17 sacks allowed in 2023. That's the player I know him for in this game, or know him as in this game. Oh God, we're not going to get him either. Okay, I want to go for Zach Tom, another player I get a lot. The Jags are tied for the lead. We know how this is going to go. Nobody wants to sign with us if we have an offer that's equal to another team's. I'm trying to do stuff. It's just nobody's trying to sign with us. You hate to see it. Let's also go for, I was going to go for Jameson Williams, but I wanted to spend the money on Ivan Pace because that was a bigger need, but he rejected us anyway, so we'll go back to Jameson Williams. Never mind, the Titans want him. Okay, well, Fuck me, I guess. I don't know. Zach Tom. Oh, thank God he signs. Okay, cool. Not the players I wanted in free agency, but we still got some good players. We got a couple good players. I should sign a second running back. I think I'll do that, or we'll draft one. We'll just draft one. Some kind of receiving back. But once again, let's get to the draft, and we'll see what we want to do. We might look for a pass rusher. I mean, despite these guys being a good overall, they play terribly. So, well, I don't know. Zaven Collins was good the first year. He was terrible last year. Frankie Louvu started the year terrible, ended up being pretty good. BJ Ojulari has done like nothing so far. He's had 2 total sacks in the last 2 years in over 1,000 snaps, I'm pretty sure. Probably well over 1,000. We'll just see what we want to do. In the draft, we pick at number 21. I mean, a pick better than last year. There's a really good receiver, though. I haven't checked his 40 times, so maybe he's not insane. I rarely trade up. How we feeling about a trade up? Caleb Maddox, this quarterback, also looks really good. Well, pretty good. That's not who I meant to click on, though. It was Glenn Jones. Great speed, elite acceleration. He looks insane, too. How hard would it be to trade up for the receiver? Are the Saints gonna take him? What do the Saints need? Well, need doesn't matter in this game. Teams just draft whoever they want, whether it makes sense or not. Okay, they do kind of need a receiver. They also need a QB, though. Derek Carr is eating up 50 mil and they won't cut him? Just cut him. What are you doing? What is this team? They have 31-year-old 66 overall Jalen Smith at starting middle linebacker. Formerly like one of the best linebackers in the league, but fell off due to injury, unfortunately. Just cut Derek Carr. What is this team? That's like one of the worst rosters I've ever seen. Okay, well, I don't think we have the capital to trade up to number 1 from 21, so what are they gonna do? They go with the QB. If they don't cut Derek Carr, I don't even know. This game is something. They won't. I know they won't. They'll probably start Derek Carr this year over their rookie QB. Are the Bears gonna go with the receiver? Maybe. We would have to give up a lot, but I do want that receiver. God, dude, even this isn't really fair. Like, our top 2 picks for the next 2 years, even that isn't the best for the Bears because they're gonna be lower picks. This might go through if I do it, but that wouldn't be very realistic. That wouldn't be very good value for the Bears. What if I do the first? Okay, this is a little overkill for us if I go the next 3 first-round picks. I still don't even know if that's enough value, but just for us that want that receiver, but that's just, I don't know. We don't have the value for them, and I don't know if I want to give up that much value, and it's still not enough, so yeah. Wait, was that the guy? Yeah, that was. Okay, well, he's gonna be like an 85 overall or something, so that's tough, but let's see what we want to do with our pick. John Edison, that's interesting. Wow, this is a great center class. Kenny Young, the former Rams linebacker, apparently at center now in white. Yeah, they weren't lying. This doesn't look like the best interior O-line class. Randy Elam looks okay, but Ooh, what's James Griffin's strength? Marginal. God, I want O-line. They just don't look worth taking here. How about Emmett Greenwood? I looked at him, but his finesse is terrible. God, this is tough. I wanted that receiver, dude. Let's see. Is there another good one? I focus scouted DeAndre Hutton. He doesn't look bad, but he doesn't look great. I wish his awareness was better. He's great speed, but only marginal acceleration. Fun. Elite jumping, though. He's pretty good. I just feel like my standards are set higher because of that one receiver. Let's go. Ooh, Melvin Crawford. He's interesting. He looks pretty good. His medium route and short route aren't the best, but B deep route, I would want him to have A deep route. Ooh, this guy's, a 4.3 flat was the 4th best 40 time. Excuse me? I bet you anything the guy with first doesn't even have elite speed. Okay, well, that's 3rd. He only has great speed with a 4.29 and a 4.24. Thanks, EA. This guy was not at the Combine and didn't do his pro day. Must have been hurt. Tough. Skill issue. Is there just not a fastest receiver? I love when that happens. Or, well, maybe it was the receiver that went, like, number 2 overall that I wanted, because he had a 4.27, but I thought if the players get taken, it moves all the others up. I guess not. I thought it did that at one time. Maybe it doesn't anymore. Maybe it never did it, and I'm just insane. I don't know. Should I trade this pick for a player? I don't even know if I want to trade down. Let's trade this for a player. What position do we want? Maybe another receiver? Basically do what the Cardinals did with Marquise Brown. Trade our first round pick for a different receiver? Sure, we'll do that. Why not? Should I trade for JSN? He's only an 84, but he has superstar dev. I might do that. He's like one of the better number 2 receivers that I think are tradable for. We could also get Pickens, but I don't don't know if I want to give up a first for him. He only has star dev. We could go for Jalen Waddle, but I feel like whenever I trade for a receiver, it's either him or Devontae Smith, so I want to stay away from those two. Yeah, this might be a crazy trade. I could see this being... No, this is interdivision. I can't do that. Never mind. I'm glad I thought of that. Let's see. I want to trade for somebody, though. Okay, really interesting trade here. We are going to give our first-round pick for Alex Highsmith. Pass rush has been a big issue, as it kind of usually is in Madden. My only worry is that Highsmith isn't going to do well, but he should, right? He's a 91 overall. Let's see where he ranks for, like, outside linebackers. He is the second highest right outside linebacker. He would be, like, 5th on the left side, so he's, like, 6th or something overall. So he should be one of the highest sack getters in the league. He has had a pretty good amount, honestly, so we'll see what he does. Do I expect him to do well? No. Am I hoping he does? Obviously. Either way, it makes our team look better on paper, so that's really all I can do. How they perform isn't really up to me. Again, I wanted a receiver. I just couldn't really find one that I thought a team would be willing to give up, other than JSN, but I couldn't get him, obviously. I do say obviously a shit ton. I don't know why. But let's see. I do want another receiver. Melvin Crawford is interesting. I don't think he would be an upgrade over what we already have. Vernon Bright also looks interesting. DeAndre Hutton, he looks really good on paper. I don't know if he's actually going to be that good. Although, he's a physical receiver and he has B medium route, which I think is a sign that they're good. We'll see. I might just take him. There is also Brian Good. He looks good. He was really fast, but honestly, that was kind of it. Casey Lake is pretty good looking. This is tough. None of these receivers really stand out to me as amazing, which I guess makes sense. Ooh, I say that until I see Matthew Harbor. His awareness isn't the best, but he's a playmaker receiver with a medium route. I think he might be pretty damn good. I don't know if I'm going to take him yet, but I do think if we're going receiver, I'll take him. Where's he supposed to go? Was he 3rd to 4th or 4th? Or like day 3. 3rd to 4th, but the last 3rd to 4th. We're gonna hope he's available. He might not be. This is a tough draft. Again, I just don't know what positions to go for. Sergio Lopez looks pretty good at defensive tackle. His block shedding isn't very good, though. Ooh. If this dude actually had A power moves and A finesse moves, he honestly still might not even be that good. I was gonna say he would probably be really good, but he has D block shed, D play rec, C to F pursuit. Yeah, I'm okay. Looks like another good middle linebacker class. Outside linebackers. I'm stupid. Barry Ragland looks good. We don't need another corner, though. Okay, we'll just go with the receiver. He might be good. He might be terrible. The reason I think he might not be great is the awareness, but I've seen players with bad awareness be really good before. I like the medium route. His speed isn't the best, but he has great acceleration and agility, good change of direction, great strength. Probably going to be a normal dev, but I'm fine with that. We'll just take him. Just kidding. He has hidden. Okay. 90 speed, 92 excel, 91 agility. Sure. We'll see what his overall is, but I might just simulate the rest of this out. I don't know how much I care to take any more players. I'll take one more, but I will see y'all for the draft recap. I should, like, start predicting overalls again. Not that it matters, but I expected both of the players I took to be 75 overalls, and they are both 75 overalls. Matthew Harbor, 75, hidden dev. He's a scheme fit, so I think I'm going to give him the nod over the receiver we took last year. Plus, he could technically have a really good dev trait. Again, rarely do playmakers have really good dev traits, but I guess he could. It's probably just star, but you never know. And then Rashard Craig I also took, 75 overall. Really good pass blocker, really bad run blocker, but I'm fine with that. I think he's going to start, and then I simmed the rest out. The CPU did thankfully take a receiving back, which I forgot to take, so I'm glad it did that. I'm surprised it didn't take like a corner or something that we don't need. And then the rest of the draft was whatever. It took another running back who, sure, why not? But let's get into year 3. Ooh, wait, that could be huge. I wish it was a starter that we were mentoring, like maybe, I don't know, some lineman mentors another young lineman. Buchanan isn't gonna get much playing time, but Chubb's mentoring him will go long-term development. Also, still haven't changed Nick Chubb's number from 39. At this point, I don't care. We'll let him keep it. It's still gross, but we'll let him keep it. I'm assuming Buchanan only had star, so this should get him up to superstar, which is kind of cool. Again, I wish it was a starter that we were mentoring, but I guess that's better than nothing. All right, well, here comes the classic Madden underperformance season. We're gonna go like 7-10 this year or something, but we have a really good roster. 87 overall. A few new starters on offense like Harbor, Craig, Tom. I should name some like 50-year-old, like middle-aged white man names. Well, I don't know about Harbor, but Craig, Tom. Oh, Kool-Aid McKinstry got X Factor. Why? Was he like particularly good? Oh, he got it in the preseason. I was gonna say, I thought he only had Superstar. I don't know why those random dev-ups happen, but we'll take it. But on defense, we added Alex Highsmith and Justin Matabuike. I think that's all we added this offseason, though. Pretty sure. But let's get to the midseason point. Can't wait to be 2-5. Okay, well, not too far off. We are 3-4 at the midseason. What's the problem this year? Is it blocking? Oh, Paris Johnson is not great at left tackle. Yikes. Okay, well, Alex Highsmith only has 2.5 sacks so far. Not great. Almost like I called that. We have some interceptions, I guess. Actually, a pretty good amount. Already 7 picks. And we have one of the worst offenses in the league and a good defense, but a terrible pass D, so I don't know how our defense is good. You know what screams terrible pass defense? 89 overall, 89 overall, 85 overall, 92 overall. A 93 and an 84 is pass rushers. Pretty good D-line. That screams really bad pass D, right? That wouldn't be good in real life. No way. Oh, God. Okay, we have negative 29 mil in cap space to work with. Thankfully, there's nobody I'm really, like, super interested in bringing back. Michael Wilson, maybe, but he's gonna be 27 and he isn't interested. Grover Stewart, he's gonna be 33. He's gonna regress. Okay, if there's a year to not have money, I'm glad it's a year where we don't have a lot of contracts, at least important ones coming up. We will have the 5th years for Marvin Harrison and Kool-Aid McKinstry, which we will pick up. But yeah, hopefully we can get better throughout the second half of the year. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get to the end of the season. That 7-10 guess is still looking mighty tasty. God, so close. Okay, we finished 8-9. I was close. We were right there. Our 23rd ranked offense, we somehow put up 49 points against the Falcons in week 18. If we didn't do that, though, we would probably be like 28th or something for points per game. That probably bailed us out big time. What was the problem on offense here? Kyler Murray wasn't great. 3,800 yards, only 20 touchdowns, 10 picks. The completion percentage was really good, just the touchdown interception ratio wasn't great. Oh, Nick Chubb, only 201 attempts, 950 yards, 4.7 per carry, 17 touchdowns. Okay, Buchanan wasn't good, but he didn't even really get many receiving yards. What's the point of the third down running back in our scheme? Literally all it did was take carries away from Nick Chubb. I thought at least sacrificing Nick Chubb to start Buchanan as the third down back, he would get a lot of receiving yards, but Chubb got more catches anyways. Why? I mean, Buchanan's up to a 76, that's cool, but he also had 3 yards per carry, so I'm good. We'll fully start Chubb next year. We'll be fully chubbed up. Marvin Harrison, though, had 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. Harbor is a rookie. I wish he had more touchdowns. That's probably not going to be enough for Rookie of the Year, but 950 yards, we'll take that. Wilson was not great. Bride wasn't great. The blocking was actually pretty good. Van Pran wasn't great, but the rest of the line held up well. Jelani Tavai had 113 tackles for loss, 19 for Matabuike, 14 for Luvu, 11 for Austin, 10 for Robinson. We had a lot. And sacks better this year, but still not great. 7.5 for both Matabuike and Highsmith. Matabuike kind of fell off. He already had 4.5 through like 7 games, only got 3 more through the next 10 games. That's tough, but interceptions, 2 for Tavai, Abrams, Drain, Thompson, and McKinstry, and then 1 for a couple players. How we feeling about a new offensive playbook? I don't love the one we have. MVP goes to Lamar, though. No Cardinals. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Bijan Robinson. No Cardinals. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Donald. He still hasn't retired here. Ooh, Trey Hendrickson got signed by the Seahawks. I know about that because they're a 3-4. It's a certified Madden moment. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Brian Good, someone I was thinking about taking. Oh, well, I don't know if he would have had the same production. I forgot to check what Jeremy Tompkins' overall is. Harbor at number 5. I thought Harbor would be higher up than that. Buchanan at number 8. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Levi Sermon for the Saints. No Cardinals. Let me see. What is that receiver's overall? Okay, well, he's an X Factor, 84 overall, or 86 overall. I kind of thought he could be like an 86 as a rookie. He must have been like an 82, but I did figure he would have X Factor. I just thought he would be like an insane overall, being like a possession style receiver with 4.2 speed. He has 99 jumping. Yeah, he looks insane. This running back group isn't great though. But let's see. What kind of offense do we want to run? What playbook are we going to use? Should we go super pass heavy or super run run heavy. Because, I mean, either one would make sense. We're either going to utilize Marvin Harrison Jr. or Nick Chubb. You know what? Low-key, the Commanders' offense is kind of underrated. I know I've said that a few times in rebuilds, but I don't know. I guess maybe other people have figured that out. I just don't watch Madden rebuilds anymore because I spend all my time doing them. Benjamin Gay. I saw him in the draft. What a great name. I thought about taking him just for name value because I'm immature. Let's see. Who is the Commanders running back? What was their rushing like? Apparently not a lot of rushing. Why don't I just go to the Commanders? Oh yeah, really not a lot of rushing. Very pass heavy. I don't know if I want to do that. What I will do though is I haven't used this playbook in a while. It was always my go-to. I tried to use it in the last rebuild, but I forgot to switch it before the season. But for the last year of this rebuild, we're going to go with the Chiefs offense and we'll see how this works. Oh yeah, dev traits. I forgot to check if we had any other dev traits. So Harbor only had star, same with Craig. I thought Craig could have superstar. And then I think that was it for hidden devs, unfortunately. So no good ones this year, but let's get into the final offseason of this rebuild. We have a very good roster on paper. We're an 88 overall. Just out of curiosity, where does that rank in the league? Let's see. Oh, the 49ers have an 89. Okay, so we aren't the best. The Dolphins have an 88. The Chiefs also have an 89. There's us. So we're tied for third. That's a pretty good roster to be going at 8 and 9. Big shocker. And we would have, developed more if we actually did well. So we probably would have been an 89. I don't know. I saw a comment saying like it shows that this game wears on me. I over dramatize how much I actually care, obviously, but I still really wish simulation was realistic. I still just wish it went off of overall more than anything else. But in the Super Bowl, we have a Super Bowl rematch. The last time that Super Bowl happened, what was the score? Was it something like that, but the other way around? Or no, it might have been like 31-13, which that's kind of close. 31-9. The Chiefs only scored 9 points the last time. So the Chiefs get revenge here years later. You know what? Wait, who's the Buccaneers QB at this point? They never re-signed Baker in in franchise. Oh, it's Bo Nix. I mean, I guess that could happen if they don't re-sign Baker for some reason. He hasn't been great. This last year he was good though. Pretty good. He had a good passer rating. I feel like his passer rating is better than the rest of his stats though. I don't know. I'm just yapping. Let's get into the re-signing period and hopefully we can free up some money. Let me see. I don't know if we're going to make any cuts, but let's see if we can restructure some deals. Okay, well, we were once again able to free up a crazy amount of money. I don't know what we're going to spend it on this season, but we'll find something. We'll pick up the 5th year for Marvin Harrison. I mean, there isn't a reason to because we're not going to get to that point anyways, but sure, why not? Doesn't really affect us. Everyone else, though, we'll let go, and let's see if there's anyone good in free agency, hopefully. I mean, I guess you never really don't need to add any players, but also we already have one of the best rosters in the league. It's just about it performing. Oh, and also we got quite a few dev ups. Matabuike went to superstar. Tavai went to superstar. None on offense, I don't think, but a couple on defense. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go for AJ Brown. Sauce Gardner's here too. We definitely don't need another corner though. That's like the last thing we need. AJ Brown, I definitely want though. I kind of want DeForest Buckner. We just don't quite have the money. Eric Armstead's here too though. He's pretty good in simulation a lot of the time. 7.5 sacks this last year. The year before only 4 though. Yeah, I still think we'll do it. Why not? I don't know about him as a nose tackle, which is what he's gonna be at 6'7", only 290. But it's Madden. Who cares? So let's see if we can get these two players, AJ Brown and Eric Armstead. If we don't get AJ Brown, I might end the recording right here. Okay, we do. Cool. So those are two like massive additions. Not that we even really needed them, but God, the combo of AJ Brown and Marvin Harrison Jr. is insane. We are a 90 overall team. That's crazy. Keep in mind, we are the Arizona Cardinals. We started as like a 76. But let's get to the draft and we'll see what we even want to do. I would want to trade for a player, but I mean, I guess we can maybe trade a 2nd round pick. I don't know how realistic it is to trade our 1st round picks in back-to-back seasons, but we might trade a 2nd for something. We'll see. But in the draft, we pick at 14. Again, I don't know what what I want to do this year. Some of these top guys look pretty cool, but I don't think any of them will fall to us. Zach Stevenson looks really good. He wouldn't, I don't know, we don't need another pass rusher. I mean, we do. We need ones that play well, but no matter who I get, they'll just play terribly. Let's see who's available at number 14. I almost said 22. We're really having players named the coldest in Madden. That's crazy. But let's see. We could go with the linebacker. I feel like I've taken about 1 million linebackers, or, well, I've at least talked about it. I haven't really taken many, I guess. Anthony Burton looks good, though. He's not super fast. He has elite acceleration, but his speed didn't look that good. He does look like the best linebacker. What does Jamal Stackhouse look like? What's your speed? Ooh, the play rec isn't great, but he's fast. God, I don't know how I don't accidentally take players more. It's so easy for me to just slip my finger a little bit and press A, but I don't even know the last time I've done it. I am trying to jinx myself. I don't know why. Ooh, Devontae McKee. Oh, whoa. Okay, his block shed sucks, but really good speed, really good strength. It's only solid somehow. Thanks, EA. I can't tell if he's good, honestly, just because block shed is very important for players in this game. Honestly, Travis Dale, what's his speed? He looks good too. Again, we don't really need another pass rusher, but I don't really know what to draft in general, honestly. Ooh, Xavier Alexander. I think I'm going to be taking him in the 2nd round, maybe 3rd. Probably 3rd. I think he'll still be available there. He looks really good. We still kind of need a center. Cedric Van Pran hasn't been great. Ooh, Nick Fullerton is very fast. He's only the 2nd fastest center. Damn. Jeff Cox, that's a funny name. His power isn't very good, though. This looks like a good draft class. Okay, well, I think this guy could be good, and his power isn't great. I think I'm going to go with the defensive end. We don't need another one, but we don't really need a lot right now. I'd rather just go with a really good-looking player, like I did with the safety, which that ended up really working out. I mean, he's maybe our best player right now, or probably 3rd behind our 2 receivers. Emmett Hunt looks pretty good, too. So let's take a hopefully good player and figure out where to play him later. Watch him just be terrible. That would be hilarious. I kind of hope that happens. Let's go with Devontae McKee. Okay, he does have hidden dev, 86 speed, 83 strength, 89 excel. Cool. I honestly kind of thought he would have higher than 86 speed. I don't know why. That doesn't make sense. I mean, 86 speed is about like a 4.58. Rare Madden W there. I just expected it to be weird. There are some good receivers left too. Like, we don't need them, but DeAndre Huntington, stupid ass name, but he looks really good. I mean, we know he is really good. He's a 1st round talent. You would never guess it from looking at these ratings right here, but that's why you got to look at playmakers. Who was I going to go with here? I was going to go with Alexander, but it's still maybe a bit early. He would probably be worth it. I just think we could get away with waiting on him. Maybe not, though. Here's the thing, though. If I want to go with a receiver, there's also Zaire Devine in the 3rd round. So maybe I should go with the receiver, the center. Because even if I don't get Zaire Devine, I don't know why I want a receiver. We don't even need one. It was just my focus position, so I feel obligated to take one. But even if I don't get either of those receivers, there's Austin Jones as a UDFA 1st to 2nd round talent. So we'll go with Xavier Alexander out of Boston College. Hidden dev, 91 strength. Cool. I think I'll start him. Bit of a reach technically, but I don't think it actually is. Just a reach based off of where he was supposed to go. And Zaire Devine is still available, so this all worked out. Out of Washington State too. Let's go. Okay, that was the rare time I accidentally pressed B instead of A, or A instead of B, but that's fine because I was going to take him anyways. Okay, if I'm going to jinx myself, I'm glad I got it out of the way with the player I was going to take anyways. Don't know what we're going to do with that guy, but it's better to take good players than take bad players at a position of need. But I'll make a few more picks, maybe, and I'll see y'all for the draft recap heading into the final year. All right, well, I'm a little disappointed by the players overalls that we got. I took all these guys right here down to Lobato. Randolph looks pretty good. I didn't take him, but Hidden Dev, 71 overall. Maybe I should just take credit for it. I definitely did take him. But Devontae McKee is only a 76, which I don't know what I expected. That's kind of what I expected, but I thought he would maybe be a little better. He's probably only going to be like a 74 at outside linebacker, so maybe that wasn't the best pick. No, he stays a 76. Okay. I mean, we'll take that. Alexander's only a 73. That's kind of surprising. I thought he would be like really good. He's pretty good. Where does a 73 rank? There's a really good running back. Went number 6. I don't know if I would do that, but he was good. A 73 overall is the 69th ranked player, so that wasn't a great pick in the 2nd round. That looked better on paper, but what was a good pick was Zaire Devine. I mean, we knew that isn't a surprise. He's a 76 overall, 83 deep route, 96 speed, 80 release. Don't know what we're going to do with him, but we have him. We didn't really add anything from this draft, but I don't know what we could have added. I mean, realistically, yeah, I guess we could have added Holloman and he would have started maybe, but I don't even think he would have gotten much production. So not the best draft, but I'm fine with it. And let's get into the final year of the rebuild. But we are looking pretty good heading into the final year of this rebuild. I mean, this is a really good team we've built. It doesn't really resemble the Cardinals anymore. I mean, there are a few Cardinals still starting: Kyler Murray, Paris Johnson, Trey McBride, and I guess a potential Cardinal in Marvin Harrison Jr. On defense, it's a little more Cardinals looking. I mean, we still have Jalen Thompson, Zaven Collins, and no, it's pretty much the same. Buda Baker. We only have 3 starters that are still actual Cardinals, but this team definitely needs overhauled. So this team is pretty ridiculous looking. 91 offense, 88 defense. I don't have much faith for Madden simulation, but maybe we'll do well. But my job here is done. It's just up to the Madden gods how we finish. So let's get to the end of the year and we will see what happens. Oh my god. I don't know why I went to re-signings because it doesn't matter, but that is the most dead cap, or not dead cap, but negative cap I have ever seen. We have negative 142 mil. Yeah, this has to be the final year. All right, well, here we are at the end of the season. And before I reveal how we did, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on the video. I know I'm probably annoying with that, but it really does help out the channel. I would appreciate it. If there's anything I could ask you to do, it's just that. And again, if we can get to 2,000 likes, I should probably set the like goal higher, but oh well. If we can hit that goal, I have another QB, or another rookie-centered rebuild planned with a QB that I still, for some reason, haven't used. So if y'all want to see that, again, 2,000 likes. Be sure to subscribe for more, trying to hit 50K by the end of the month. And again, let me know what type of rebuild y'all want to see, if you want a shout out, or if you just want to let me know to do something. But as for the dev traits from our rookies, we got some pretty good ones. So Alexander only has star, which is fine. That's about what I expected. Randolph has superstar though, which I guess is a little surprising, but usually the blocking later round tight ends do have a really good dev trait, which is so weird. I don't know why they made that a thing in this game. But Divine has X Factor. That is insane. I thought he would have star almost for sure. I doubt he got much production, honestly, as the 3rd receiver in this offense, but I guess for this Chiefs offense, he could be our Tyreek Hill. I don't know. And McKee has superstars, so the overalls of our draft class weren't great, but the dev traits definitely were. I thought McKee could maybe have X Factor even, but I guess it doesn't really matter because this is the last year. But in year number 4, we finished with a 90 overall team. We went 9-8. I love this game. Our 89 overall defense, which was probably almost the best in the league, was ranked 26 for points per game allowed, 32nd in run D. Very well made game, but I don't care. I mean, I do care, but like you just can't expect good teams to do well in this game. Where does a 90 overall rank in the league? Like, there are teams that are an 84 and they probably both did better than us. The 49ers are an 89. Are they the Dolphins are a 90. They used to be one of the worst teams to rebuild in this game, but they're suddenly good for some reason. Like, their cap space would just go to shit, but now they become really good in franchise. So they're tied with us. The Chiefs are an 89. So we are tied for the best roster in the league, and we go 9-8. I mean, at least we made the playoffs, but still. Kyler Murray, there's the Kyler Murray I know in this game. 4,600 yards, cool. 32 touchdowns, that's good. 22 interceptions, that's not great. That's not great. That's a borderline Jameis Winston type season. Chubb had 1,200 yards, 5.6 per carry, 17 touchdowns. He was really good. But A.J. Brown, almost 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns. Even Trey McBride got close-ish to 1,000 yards. I'm surprised he didn't do better because, you know, we're using the Chiefs offense and normally they really only go to their tight end. Not only, but usually the tight end is the #1 receiver. But Marvin Harrison, 900 yards, only 6 touchdowns. Not a great year. Divine was pretty good as a rookie, though. The blocking was honestly really good for how much we passed the ball. We had the most attempts in the league by like almost 30. God, the interceptions are so ugly. Look at that compared to like every other QB up here. None of these guys even had double digits. The first one was George Taylor for the Commanders. Then there's Kyler with 22. Great. But Jelani Tavai had 133 tackles. Tackles for loss, 16 for Robinson, 15 for Matabuike, 12 for Highsmith and Armstead. And sacks, 11 for Alex Highsmith, 7 for Eric Armstead. That was a good signing. 6 for Matabuike, 5 for Robinson. And we have really had no edge pressure. Well, I guess Highsmith did well this year, but only 5 sacks from Frankie Louvu. That's not great. And interceptions, 3 for Crawford. That was probably our best pick of the rebuild. He has been amazing. And then 1 for 5 different players who I don't feel like naming. But MVP goes to Trevor Lawrence. That's different, thankfully. Thank God it's not Dak. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen Patrick Mahomes not up here. But I'm glad it's just not Mahomes, Prescott, or Allen or Jackson. I said Jackson, but I was thinking of Allen. I guess all those four work, but thankfully it's not one of those four. Thankfully it's finally someone different. I don't even know the last time I've seen someone different. But Offensive Player of the Year goes to Brandon Ayuk, Chubb at number 5. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Micah Parsons, Highsmith at number 6. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Austin Jones for the Giants, Divine at number 3. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Gil Pettis for the Saints, no Cardinals. If Kyler Murray didn't play like shit in this game, we would have been really good this year. Pretty much everything on our team was good except Kyler. I mean, he did well other than the interceptions. The problem was the interceptions, though. Have we won a playoff game, though? I don't think we have. I can't remember, but we have a hot opponent scenario here for the 49ers. We're the better overall team there at home, so I guess it's nobody really has an advantage. They have home field advantage, we have overall advantage, but we will go be confident. Y'all know me. I said that in a very unconfident way, but let's simulate this game out, and I think we all know what's gonna happen here. Okay, just kidding. We do actually beat them 35-28. We're actually up to a 91 overall. This is one of the better realistic rebuild teams I've ever built, and we are the best roster in the league now. Not tied with anyone, we are just the best. We have a recap for the hot opponent, though. That makes this even better. We're taking on the Cowboys, unfortunately, and we all know the Cowboys in Madden. Almost unbeatable in the playoffs, like legitimately, but we get plus 10, all that stuff, 2,500 XP. That's huge. Can I spend the upgrades? Do they even get us any, or does that even get us any upgrades? Yeah, it gets us a few. Actually, a pretty good amount. Well, only one starter, but it gets McKee an upgrade, so that's fun. But let's simulate this game out. Let's see if we can get a win somehow. We do 35-30 over the Cowboys. Okay, we're getting a little run here. That's our hardest opponent we've faced in this rebuild, and we did beat them. Not that they had a very good team on paper. I mean, it was an 87, which is good, but it's not a 91, but we do beat them at least. You know, I always make this comparison. Upsets happen for sure in real life, but we don't deserve to lose these playoff games. We've been getting upset literally all season. We've been upset 8 times this season. We're 9-8, so I feel like we're owed some good playoff performance and not getting upset here. But we have I almost said another playoff rivals, but I guess the last one was a hot opponent. We'll go chess match for this, though. That was a rivalry game, though, the 49ers, so we're facing 2 division rivals in the playoffs. Of course, my favorite team, the Seahawks, are 3-14. Great. I don't have a good feeling about this game for some reason. We should easily win it. Our defense was so bad this year. Why? That's stupid. Did we really have 42 sacks, though? It didn't feel like it from the stats, but I guess so. We had a lot of different players get a sack. That's why. We had a lot of different players get playing time. Byron Young got 300 snaps. LaShawn Nix got 250 snaps. I mean, I know rotation's a thing. It's rare to see them actually put up stats, I guess, at least for me. But enough yapping. Let's sim this game out. Let's see what happens. Okay, we do win. We've had 3 close playoff games. Honestly, overall wise, that one shouldn't have been close, but I won't complain because we got to win. If we win, I can't complain too much because we haven't been winning. Ooh, an upgrade for Kool-Aid McKinstry, now up to a 93, 94 with morale. He's been a monster. I don't know if he'll be that good in real life. I think he will be good, though. I guess we'll see. I mean, he's literally one of the best corners in the league here, though. Wait, you know what? I want to check something. Where do our corners rank in the league? Maybe like 10th or something? McKinstry's number 8, and I guess that means Crawford is... Oh, he's number 7. Okay, so we have 2 top 10 corners. A.J. Brown is the 6th receiver in the league. I'm surprised he's not higher. There are that many 99s. That's something. And Marvin Harrison Jr. is number 10. Okay, so we also have 2 top 10 receivers. This team is very, very good. I'm really surprised that it is so good, because I thought this was going to be terribly, terribly difficult. But we have a recap for the playoff rivals if it wants to load. There we go. +5 hit power, +5 staff points. We'll take it. And we are going to be taking on the 11-6 Cincinnati Bengals in the Super Bowl. They're only an 86 overall, by the way. We have a 7 overall better defense than them and a 3 overall better offense. We have an upgrade for Chris Abrams-Drain. I honestly kind of forgot we had him. I don't know why. Oh, and let's see. Did we hit any other dev-ups? I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess we'll get extra experience for this game that we won't spend because that'll be the end of the rebuild. I don't think we got any dev traits. Jelani Tavai got X-Fact, so we got 1. Why'd he get that? Who knows? But I think that was it. But that's fine. And before Before we jump in and watch this simulate, we have a Super Bowl media day. This game's everything. This is the last game of the rebuild. So can we get the Arizona Cardinals their first ever Super Bowl win? Which, sorry Cardinals fans, but that's kind of depressing, because were they the first NFL team? Let me see. Yeah, they were the Chicago Cardinals, founded in 1898, and they joined the NFL in 1920, and they don't have a Super Bowl win. That's tough. I mean, the Super Bowl didn't exist for like until 1966 or whatever, but still. Let's jump in here. And let's see if we can get this team a ring, finally. But here we go in the Super Bowl. Let's simulate this game out, and let's see if we can get a win. It looks like we drove all the way down and didn't score. We do get a touchdown, thankfully. We have the lead 7-6. The Bengals have kicked 2 field goals. We get a touchdown to make it 14-6. They get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it, but we get a field goal and then a touchdown back-to-back. We have the lead 34-14 now. The Bengals get a touchdown, but it is too little too late for them. And what a way to finish the Super Bowl. Or finish this rebuild with a Super Bowl. In maybe the Cardinals' best uniforms. I don't love their new uniforms, but I do kind of like these. So we stuck with Kyler Murray. It definitely worked out. We can ignore all the interceptions he threw this year. Doesn't really matter anymore because we won the Super Bowl. That's huge. Oh, and he had himself a game. 77% completion percentage, almost 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. I was thinking about trading Kyler away at one point. I am glad I didn't. And all is right in the world. The highest roster, the highest overall team in the league wins the Super Bowl. We'll take it. But this genuinely might have been the most fun, realistic rebuild I've ever done. We had a lot of really good draft picks, a lot of good free agent signings, some annoying rejections, but this team is just crazy. I know I've said that like a million times, but this is a good roster. Built from the Arizona Cardinals. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, again, be sure to leave a like on the video. I would very much appreciate it. 2,000 likes, which we've been easily hitting lately, for another realistic rebuild with a rookie QB that I haven't even used that yet for some reason. And subscribe for more, because if you liked this video, literally like all my videos are like this. But thank you all so much for watching, and with that, I will see y'all again in the next video. Goodbye.